Whoa, hello there. Welcome to the Riverside Public Library. I'm Mr. Brian, and I love bubbles. I love popping bubbles, I love blowing bubbles, and I love making bubbles. So today, for our virtual summer reading program, Read Beyond the Beaten Path, I'm going to show us how to make some bubble solution out of just some random household items that we have laying around the house. So let me pop a few more bubbles, and we'll get started. All right, we ready to make our bubble solution? Let's get started. So we're gonna need a mixing bowl. I got our little mixing bowl right here. We're gonna need water. We got a cup of water right here. And then we got a half a cup of hot water right over here. We're gonna need them both. We also have our dish soap. Can't make bubbles without our dish soap. And to make our bubbles extra strong, we're gonna use some sugar. So when making bubbles, sometimes people use glycerin. I'm gonna use sugar because I don't have any glycerin laying around the house. But I have sugar laying around the house. I have dish soap always laying around the house. I always have water. So those are the 3 ingredients that we're gonna need to make our bubbles. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is take our cup of water, put it in our mixing bowl. Get that right in there. All right, now we're going to make our sugar solution. So we're going to do 2 tablespoons of sugar into our hot water. 1 and 2. We're going to stir that around nice and good. Make sure all of that sugar dissolves in the water. And like I said, we're using sugar water instead of glycerin to help our bubbles get nice and strong. Get that all nice and dissolved. Looks good. Now we're going to put our sugar water into our normal water. Give it a quick stir, mix everything in there. All right, now the fun part, we're gonna add our dish soap. So I'm using our blue dish soap, but you can use any color dish soap, it's all right. If you got green, you got yellow, you got clear, you got blue, it all works the same. So for our recipe, we're gonna do a half a cup of our dish soap. Remember, for all of our bakers out there and non-bakers, a half a cup is the 1/2. That's our half cup mark. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put this into our bowl here. Look at that. Now we're gonna give it a nice stir it around, shall we? Get all of our ingredients mixing together. We're gonna need our dish soap mixing in here, our sugar water, and our normal water is going to mix right in here. Nice and good. So when we're making our bubble solution too, it's always best to let it sit for a few moments before we start playing with it. So after we get it nice and mixed in, we're going to set it aside. Sometimes you can set it overnight or a few hours will work. But right now, I'm going to show you how to make a bubble wand, right? So after we make our solution, we're going to need something to make our bubbles with. So we're going to make a wand. Sometimes you can use your hand. You can dip your hand in there and blow bubbles. So we're going to look around the house, see what we can find for a wand. I always happen to have pipe cleaners laying around the house. So I'm going to use a pipe cleaner to make a wand. So we're just going to form a shape. These are, circles work best. I'd form a nice circle here. Give it a little twist because we want to make sure our shape is enclosed, unless we're not going to get any bubbles. And there you go. There's our bubble wand. But I'm going to make the handle a little spiffy here. I have plenty of pony beads always laying around the house. So I'm going to grab some of these pony beads and put it right in for our wand's handle. Makes it easier for us to hold on to our wand so it's not always slipping from our hands. Oh, looking good. I'll throw a couple of these star pony beads I have. Give it a little bend here. Maybe one more bead for our wand. What do you think? We'll end it with this nice yellow pony bead. Nice yellow star bead. All right, so we got our bubble wand handle. Is it time to take a look at our bubble solution here? See how well it's set? See if we can't blow some bubbles. We got our wand. We got our bubbles. Let's give it another stir, make sure everything's all mixed in nice and good. What do you think? Think it's looking good? Should we try making a bubble with our hand first? Let's try that. All right, get our hand. Let's feel it. How's it feel? Is it slimy? Does it feel like water? Is it a little thicker like slime? To me it feels more like water than it does slime. But it does feel a little slimy though when we get it all over our hands. So I want to get it all over our hands. Remember, we're going to form a circle. Let's see how our bubble turns out. Oh, that's a decent sized bubble. What do you think? All right. Now let's see if we could do two hands. Let's get that other hand in there. Get it all coated. Then we're gonna make a big circle with both of our hands and see how well we do. Awesome. See if we could do that again. Here we go. Pretty cool. Now let's try our wand. Let's see our wand, see how well that turned out. We got our wand. Let's dip it in. Pretty cool. That's a good bubble. Hey, all right. Let's do it again. So I don't know about you, but I could be blowing bubbles all day long. Well, thank you for joining me for another virtual summer reading program, Read Beyond the Beaten Path, where today we made our homemade bubble solution and some homemade bubble wands. Whoa, let's try that again. All right. You all have a good week, and I'll see you guys next time. I think I'm gonna sit here and blow some bubbles for a second. This is so much fun. It is a little messy, but that's what makes it fun, right? See you guys next week.